Yes, Mickey, as we said at the press conference, he had the benefit of being a head coach for 9 games, and I continued meeting with Mickey weekly, and then ultimately, as a process, we sat down and he walked me through his vision, and Mickey's an outstanding coach, and he's obviously got a huge and bright future in the business, and we'll see whether it continues here. Obviously, Coach Rhule wants to sit down with him, but I have so much respect for Mickey Joseph and what he's done for our program. Our players do as well. But for me, looking at where our program is today, and perhaps some of its risk mitigation, if you will, having somebody that has built a program multiple times at multiple levels under difficult circumstances, Matt Rhule was the coach that was the most obvious choice for me.
Trev, did you have like a final 3? Would you characterize it that way?
Well, you end up going through this process, and the challenge is you may have your, as you mentioned it, let's just say you have your A-list candidates, and so when I said 1A, that was always Matt Rhule. Can we find a way to get somebody like Matt Rhule to come here? And then there's other coaches that you think, hey, these are really good coaches. Let me tell you something. All of these coaches are great coaches, and they all have a tremendous amount of respect for the University of Nebraska. And then you have other folks that you're really interested in, but not sure how it works. What if the 2 or 3 or 4 people that you're really interested in either choose not to coach or go to take different jobs? So that's part of all the stress involved in as well, Steve. But all of them great candidates, wonderful people, and we wouldn't have talked to them if they weren't. They all could have done a really good job here.
Hey Trev, I think Matt mentioned up there sneaking in here. How important was that for him and Julie to be able to see this place, and how did you do that? How did you pull that off?
Well, that's why I mentioned my wife. My wife has been the superstar in this whole deal, because she's been the one that was really good. So they flew in. I don't know exactly what the dates were, but my wife went to Omaha. They flew into Omaha, and they stayed with us at our house, and we were able to show them around Lincoln and the great state of Nebraska. It's just like recruiting. It was no different for them. If we get people here, they're blown away by Lincoln and Omaha and the state of Nebraska. And so I really thought, it's one thing to, see videos about our university. It's one thing to read about us, but you have to get them here. And so I thought it was important that early on, and I did Zoom calls with Matt. I talked to him several times, but I really wanted to get him here. And so in talking to his agent, I said, I want him here. Unfortunately, we had a donor that stepped up, and so we were able to get him flown in here and just really sit down and talk. And because a lot of what I read about him, a lot of what he said really resonated in what I believe in. Those are authentic, genuine comments that he made. That's what I believe. That's what we believe that we need here. And so, when we were able to sit down and face to face and build that trust, I think that was a game changer for both of us.
Hey Trev, not knowing all the financials, because I doubt that you're going to tell us about the Panthers issue, at least right now. But he's going to be a top 10 paid coach in the country. I mean, the market has kind of been crazy with college football coaches. I mean, did you expect to have to go this high to get Matt here? And do you expect any blowback from the public, just saying that you guys have paid a lot of dead money, the other coaches?
Well, I don't worry about blowback from folks. We're going to do the right thing and best thing that we can to help position the University of Nebraska to success. But yeah, there's no doubt about it. I mean, let's be honest. There's a power two now, right? There's a power two. That's where we're evolving in college athletics, and that's certainly not to denigrate any of the other conferences, but that's kind of where we're heading. And I think you'll probably see the market shift for some of those coaches that you're mentioning in the Big Ten, even after the season. And so, look, at the end of the day, if we're going to be serious about having Nebraska football competing, at the upper levels of the Big Ten Conference, there's going to be resources needed to acquire that talent. And so, well aware of that, and confident that Matt's the right guy to live up to it and earn that.